Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be home and filming. I was on vacation for 2 weeks, and even though videos were going up because I pre-filmed, it's not the same. Like, I like being here with you guys. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another Hot Topics video like I showed you guys last week. Last week we discussed, are protein shakes good? Should you have them on your diet? Will they make you gain weight? Will they help you lose weight? So I will put that video down below. I'm thinking instead of calling it Hot Topics, because then I'm really stealing it from Wendy Williams, we could call it like Girl Talk Time, where we just talk about things that maybe we're a little bit more self-conscious to talk about, or we just don't want to go out and say it, but we kind of want to all know. You know what I mean? So today is on Kim Kardashian. Obviously you saw the title and the thumbnail. And I'm super creepy, first of all. The picture that I'm obsessed with of her that is really showing all of her hard work is paying off. Just showing wow, she looks amazing. Not just oh yeah, she lost a ton of weight, but she looks fit. You could see ab definition. She looks amazing. She looks strong and healthy and confident. So yeah, I want to talk about that, talk about the big secret, which we'll just say right now, is a low-carb diet. That is the big secret to her weight loss. That's the big secret to my weight loss and how I started seeing abs. Once I did low-carb, I started seeing abs. So in this video, I want to talk about how, an everyday person can follow what Kim's doing. I know she has a chef, I know she has a personal trainer, but it still takes hard work, and you don't need those things. Yeah, those things are nice. I'd like those things, but we don't need them to lose weight. We can all do it. And I also want to discuss that a low-carb diet doesn't have to be unhealthy. I'm sure, if you've watched my videos before, you've seen comments on my channel or on my Instagram that oh, low-carb, Sam follows low-carb is so unhealthy. But really it's not. It depends, Any diet. If you're a vegan, there's ways to make a vegan diet unhealthy. You eat a ton of vegan cookies all day and that's all you eat. That's not healthy. Or vegetarian, same thing. You eat just a ton of rice, and that's all you eat. Low carb, you can eat a ton of cheese. Cheese is low carb, but that's not healthy. So I think there's a lot of myths with a low carb diet that people are like, wow, that's so unhealthy. So let's first start with Kim's diet. So as you can see, Kim looks great. You can see ab definition. She looks strong and lean, and she had 2 kids, amazing. And not that long ago. So Kim is following the Atkins diet. Now, the Atkins diet is great for somebody that you want to know, what can I eat, yes or no? It's very black and white, the Atkins diet. And I think that's a big reason why I don't like it. I kind of want, that freedom to, have whatever I want. For example, the Atkins diet has what vegetables you can eat, what fruits you can eat. And it's a great starting point if, you're overweight and you're just kind of binge eating and eating a ton of food. It's great to kind of, narrow down what you should and shouldn't eat. But for me, you don't need to follow the Atkins diet and go, buy everything that they do. You can practice a low-carb diet without the Atkins diet and still get the same results as Kim Kardashian. Now that we know her big secret is she follows the Atkins diet and she does low-carb, let's talk about why that works. So just low-carb in general. Why even do it? Why does that diet work compared to other diets? The big thing that I can say just from personal experience, and you could see from Kim's transformation, is that when you are eating a high-carb diet, you're eating lots of bread, pastas, ton of rice. I'm not saying rice is a bad thing. I'm just saying, you're overdoing it on rice because it is a carb. And you're eating sugary foods and candies and ice cream and all of that. Even if you're working out, say you're the kind of person, you're eating all that, but you're working out, you're still holding on to that. It all holds on like water weight. So it's holding on in your stomach area, your hip area, and you just always look bloated. People who do knock the low carb diet down and they're like, no, it's not good because you just lose a ton of weight in the beginning and then that's it. To some extent, that is true because you are getting rid of a ton of water weight. So somebody that is used to eating a ton of carbs and then you go on a low carb diet, you will notice a difference right away. And that's why I liked it. So I feel that that's why a lot of people like a low carb diet because it really does help with that bloated, puffy look. It's really hard to get rid of weight that is in this midsection, right in the hips, right in the stomach. And yeah, so you will lose weight all over, but I just noticed, especially with women, that is an issue. When we have a ton of water weight, a low carb diet takes care of that. And when I'm saying low carb in this video, I don't mean 0 and none and just eating celery all day. No, of course not. I just mean reducing carbs. that's my diet. I can't speak for exactly what she's doing because we don't know exactly what she's doing, but even if she's following the Atkins diet, that's not zero, that's just low. So I just want to like put that out there. Another thing I like about a low carb diet is you don't need a celebrity chef, you know, you don't need a personal trainer, you don't need these things. Once you kind of get it down what you need, your grocery list is very simple, and that's what I like. I feel that, you know, some of these other diets, you know, they require so much, they require so many recipes, and just, they require a lot, and you're just like, feel overwhelmed. Another thing we can notice from this picture of Kim is she looks leaner, and you can see ab definition. So that's another thing that the low carb diet did for her, is because when you reduce your body fat, that's when you can start seeing abs. You know, it's a big misconception that abs, you know, you do a ton of crunches, you're going to get abs. You know, you do a ton of ab workouts, you're going to do abs. No, abs are made in the kitchen, so a low carb diet is great if you are trying to get an ab definition kind of look. Next thing I want to talk about is a low carb diet healthy? Like, is this even good for you? You know, is this just some stupid fad diet? No, I personally think a low carb diet is healthy for you. Like I said from the beginning of this video, it depends what you do. You know, you can eat blocks of cheese that are low carb and, you know, that's not good for you, or drink a ton of half and half or whipped cream. All those things are low in carb and low in sugar, but that's not good for you. You know, you're going to be malnutritioned, and it's just, that's obviously not good for you. I think we live in a society that they just throw carbs down our throats, like, you know, bread at the table when you go out to dinner. You know, why don't they bring like edamame or fruits or vegetables? No, they bring a big thing of bread. You know, you go through the diet aisle in the grocery store thinking, hey, I'm new at, you know, dieting. You know, you want to lose weight. Nothing wrong with that. But you go down that aisle and it's just crap. It's like, you know, granola bars and all these different oats and grains. And yes, all that is okay in our diet in a small amount, but they've taken something that was good at one time and completely trashed it with a ton of sugar and just super processed. Even yogurt, you know, I remember doctors always saying, like, that's a great source for women to get their probiotics and live culture and all of that. It's good bacteria. But you, even buying yogurt, you're like, which one? This one is artificial sugar. This one comes with candy you can throw on top. This one comes with, like, sugary granola you can put on top. Things are just different now, you know? Like, it's not how it used to be. So you do have to be more careful, and I do feel that a low-carb diet just kind of taught me that. Are there bad things about a low-carb diet? Yeah, if you take it to an extreme, but I eat things that we all know to be good for us, and those happen to be low-carb. Like, I eat a lot of salads. I love making salads. That's something that Kim eats a lot of. And the way I find that my diet is healthy, I, you know, practice the low-carb diet, and I think I'm very healthy, and I think I eat healthy. I keep my diet simple, and I keep it very, like, I know that's good for me, and I know that that's not good for me. And if something I'm unsure about, then I don't eat it. If I don't know what the heck that is, then I don't eat it. Just a little side note, if you're like me and you always had like big sandwiches for lunch, or just always had sandwiches for lunch, salads are a great way to transition out of having the bread, because you could either do lettuce wraps, or you could throw everything that you would put on a sandwich, you can throw it all in a salad. So that's just like a little side note why I love salads so much, because they really did help me go from, you know, eating a ton of bread, which, what does bread do for us? Really, like, what nutritional value do we get from bread? I have no idea. If you do follow her on Snapchat like I do, you know, she does work out. So if you apply eating good, you know, reducing your carbs and sugars, and working out, you are going to see amazing results. You're just going to get the full body transformation. Another thing I want to mention on the low carb diet, this is something I heard Kim say on her Snapchat, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel the same way. And she was like, yeah, you know, we were out somewhere, I forget what she was talking about, but she mentioned that everybody was eating sweets around her, and she was like, I don't even want it. Like, it got to that point where maybe a year ago or months ago, I would have just been like, okay, let me cheat. But at this point, I've been going so strong that I don't even want it. I honestly, like, couldn't agree more. Like, I totally know what she was feeling in that moment. And that's, you know, when you are eating the food that, you know, you're supposed to be eating on a low carb diet, you know, lots of leafy greens, those always keep me full. Or just like really any like low carb meal, I do feel full longer because a lot of them are filled with protein. And protein does keep you full. After a while, it is easy to resist, you know, chocolate cake and like just all things that I used to eat, because like I said, you know, you are full longer on a low carb diet. You know, when I was calorie restricting, you know, cravings happen so often because the food just didn't fill you the way like low carb food fills you. I don't know. you just have a lot more energy on a low carb diet because the carbs that you are eating are good carbs. You know, they're not like these grainy carbs or, you know, pasta, rice, you know, overdoing it on rice. Just really anything you could think of. Pizza, all that stuff makes you feel tired. That stuff doesn't give you energy. When people say, oh, you know, carbs is how you get energy, and if you reduce them, how do you have energy? It's like, pizza makes me want to take a nap, you know? Pasta makes me want to take a nap. Now, if I have a sweet potato and avocado like I did today, that makes you feel good. That makes you feel great. Yeah, that gives me energy. But the bad carbs, no, that does not. Last thing I want to talk about is just having the motivation, just sticking with it. You know, clearly we could see she's been sticking with something for a long time because we could see the results. And that's with anything, any diet you're on. If you stick with one thing long enough, you will see results because it's all about consistency at the end of the day, and also not making excuses. You know, people will say, oh, well, Kim Kardashian has a celebrity trainer. Oh, Kim Kardashian has a chef and she has all these things and all this money. Of course she can look great. But that's not really true because I know a lot of rich people that could have anything and don't. And then I know people that are, you know, struggling to pay their bills, but you know, they're walking outside and they're eating food that's good for them. So if you're going to make that excuse, then you're going to make an excuse for anything. You know what I mean? It's anybody can do it. We can all do it. We're all given the same amount of hours in the day. It's just how we use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something, and I'll see you guys soon.